All right, here we go.
The internet is
Michael and Chris Farah, welcome to Traverse City for the film festival.
Thank you. It's a gorgeous place.
Guys, so tell me about the movie that's in the process.
After you.
I got a mouthful.
Okay, well the movie is called Answer This! Exclamation point. And Chris wrote and directed the movie. I produced the movie, and it's a great college coming of age story that takes place at the University of Michigan and takes place in Ann Arbor. And it's actually the first time ever that the University of Michigan has lent its name to a movie that's shot on its campus. So we're up at the Traverse City Film Festival speaking about the movie and the process of making the movie at a Traverse City Film Festival film school class tomorrow with ourselves and some other filmmakers and some people from the Michigan Film Office.
That's at 3 o'clock, right, that you'll be speaking?
Yeah, 3 o'clock at Northwestern Michigan College.
How did that come about, the role that U of M played in this?
It really came about because Chris went to school. We're from Ann Arbor originally. Chris went to school there, both undergrad and got a graduate degree, and he wrote a script that we were really excited about, and we got in touch with a lady named Lee Doyle, who runs the University of Michigan, she's the liaison between filmmakers and the U of M. And, you know, there's been a lot of movies shot now in Michigan, which is awesome, but not a ton of them, you know, show Ann Arbor for Ann Arbor or the U of M for U of M. It's kind of people come in to take advantage of the great production rebates, but they're not telling Michigan-based stories. And when she read Chris's scripts, she saw very quickly that it was really a love letter to the University of Michigan and Ann Arbor, and he really responded to that and the story and wanted to help us make it.
The story is about somebody who's from Ann Arbor, who's lived in Ann Arbor his whole life, gone to the University of Michigan, followed in his father's footsteps to become an English professor. So he's gone to undergrad and grad school there, and now he's come to this kind of turning point where he needs to figure out what to do with the rest of his life, whether he should stay in Ann Arbor or leave. So in that sense, it is a very specific University of Michigan and Michigan story. It's about his connection to the place, his connection to the school, and I think the university responded to that because it wasn't just something that kind of happened to take place there that we were, you know, using to pass off as like the Northeast or something like that, or some completely different state.
Was this written then with the words Ann Arbor, University of Michigan in it, or was it generic college campus, generic college campus town?
It was all written with references to specific places like East Hall, to specific cafes like Espresso Royale and Zingerman's Deli and that kind of thing. And I just kind of wrote it thinking, oh, this is great. I feel a really strong connection to this place. It's something I'm passionate about, so I'm going to write about it, and I think it'll all work out. And then we took it over to them, and Michigan read it, and they really liked it, and it all worked out. Which, you know, when you think about
it, happens in Hollywood.
Yeah, we were very fortunate that they responded to it. You know, I mean, I could have easily done the whole thing based in Ann Arbor. Michigan could have read it and said, no, we don't want to be a part of this. But it all worked out very well, and yeah, it's been fantastic, and they've been fantastic in helping us to kind of not just make it, but also reach out to the university community and promote it afterwards.
I mean, you guys are originally from Ann Arbor, and you live in Los Angeles now. What was it like to come home and do this movie? What surprised you about that? Did it feel like home?
Yeah, I mean, well, it was a great experience coming back, obviously. We love Ann Arbor. Our parents still live there, and we love coming back. We come back 3 or 4 times a year. Well, it definitely was surreal coming back and you know, making a movie here in places that we grew up around and are so familiar with, but now they're part of the story that we're telling in the movie. And the story is, you know, it's not autobiographical for my brother, but there are parts of the lead character, Paul, played by Chris Gorham's character, that do speak to Chris's life and time spent at Michigan. But I mean, it was so great because the whole city of Ann Arbor and the university really opened up their arms and were excited about the project. I mean, Michigan helped us shoot a scene during a Michigan football game last season, and that was the first time ever that we accomplished a lot of firsts with the University of Michigan and the city with this movie, and it's really all reflective of their excitement for the project and working with us to make it as great as possible.
I mean, for me, it was fantastic because, you know, I'm back. I go from being in LA. The next thing I know, I'm spending pretty much every single night on my dad or my mom's couch. I actually pitched a tent in my dad's back